Now, as the Israel-Hamas war rages on and casualties on both sides continue to rise, United Nations convened an emergency meet in New York where Iran lashed out at the US amid a continuing deadlock at the UN Security Council. Both sides raised their concerns at the global stage, and the Palestinian side tried to highlight the scale of collateral damage civilians are suffering in the Gaza Strip. The Palestinian ambassador claimed that over 7,000 have been killed in the region after Hamas's attack.
7,000 Palestinians have been killed by Israel in the last almost 3 weeks. 70% of all those killed are women and children. Almost all killed are civilians. Is this the war some of you are defending? Let me repeat, is this the war that some of you are defending?
Israeli ambassador to the UN Gilad Erdan showed a video of Hamas brutalities against civilians comparing Hamas to ISIS. He added that there are no words in any language to describe the evil that's been witnessed at the group's hands. The president of the UN General Assembly urged member states to rally for peace.
I urge the membership to use today's session not to further fan the flames of hate, division, and revenge. Let us seize the opportunity instead to unify our purpose and our actions to save lives and to end violence.
Meanwhile, other countries also put forward their stance. Iran slammed the genocide being carried out by Israel in the Gaza Strip while adding that Hamas is ready to release civilian prisoners. Iran also called out the United States for supporting Israel.
United States and several European countries are watching and supporting the killing of about 7,000 civilians in less than 3 weeks by the Israeli regime in Gaza and West Bank of Palestine. And they help this regime militarily and financially. We recommend the United States to work for peace and security, not war against people, children, and women.
Susan also gives us updates on the discussions surrounding the Gaza crisis at the UN General Assembly. Take a look.
During Thursday's session of the United Nations General Assembly, the draft resolution called for a ceasefire, among other things. It was proposed by Jordan and supported by the Arab world, so not surprisingly, it put the onus on Israel. Israel's ambassador to the United Nations outraged that the draft resolution does not mention or condemn Hamas, said, quote unquote, that Israel is not at war with human beings. We are at war with monster. It's not Auschwitz, it's Hamas. Meanwhile, Iran's foreign minister, addressing the same session, warned the United States that Washington will not be spared if it continues to support the quote-unquote genocide of Palestinians. The war of words continue between Iran and the United States, as recently U.S. President Joe Biden also called on Iran to not take advantage of the war between Israel and Hamas. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.